Spring is officially here, and that means it's time to transition your wardrobe. Hi everyone, and welcome back to The Elegant Edit. I am very excited for today's video because spring is my favorite season. However, it can also be a challenging season to transition into when it comes to fashion. It's just that interesting time of year in many places where it's quite chilly in the mornings, so you're layered up, but then by the afternoon you are sweating and just want to take off all the layers. So trust me, I understand, and that's why I'm here to share some tips on how you can transition your style from winter to spring. So my first tip is to declutter and go through your wardrobe. Now, I won't spend too long talking about this tip because I did mention it in my most recent fashion video, but basically, springtime, you always think about spring cleaning. So think of that with your wardrobe as well and not just your home. You want to go through your closet, maybe put your winter clothing in storage, or at least most of it at this point. And think about what you want to start wearing in the springtime. Keep in mind the weather, keep in mind how it changes, keep in mind what you're comfortable with, and as always, because this is the Elegant Edit, you want to make sure that the pieces you are bringing in for spring are classy and elegant. You're going to want to possibly sell some of your clothing or give it to charity shops or friends. And also, again, put some things in storage. That way you're making room for the things you're going to wear this season, and you're not looking at a closet full of clothing from winter when it's no longer winter anymore. Once your wardrobe is organized and clean and neat and full of more spring pieces, then you're going to want to perfect your spring-summer capsule wardrobe. So again, I've talked about capsule wardrobes recently, and I do plan to possibly make an entire video on capsule wardrobes. But basically, for your spring-summer capsule wardrobe, you want to change it up just a little bit from your fall and winter capsule wardrobe. What I mean by that is some basics, even though they're perfect for colder weather, they don't transition super well into spring-summer. So a couple pieces that you're going to want in your spring-summer capsule wardrobe would be things like a trench coat, a white or brown or even beige bodysuit that you can wear in so many different ways, a pair of jeans. Again, I think a lighter wash would be perfect for this time of year, or you can even go for white, and ankle pants in different colors. Again, keeping the color at a minimum a little bit, just because I personally think neutrals and lighter pastel colors work best with an elegant wardrobe. And lighter cardigans, light blazers, things like that, so that you're not keeping with the thick and heavy winter materials. I could go on forever about having basics in your wardrobe that work for most occasions. I think capsule wardrobes are really beneficial to have, and I think the most important thing is investing in high quality pieces, because the point of a capsule wardrobe is not only for your outfits to all go together and for getting ready in the morning to be easier, but it's also making sure that you're investing in those pieces so that they last over time and you're not having to constantly buy new basics. It truly is saving you money in the long run, because even if you are splurging just a little bit on those key pieces, it means that you'll be saving over time. You won't have to spend that money again and again just to buy a black or white bodysuit over and over again. So make sure that they're high quality, they're going to last you a long time, and that you love them. I talked about this in my last fashion video as well, but just keep in mind that a capsule wardrobe needs to be perfect for your style. So try not to copy anyone else's capsule wardrobe just because you think that's what might look good. You need to keep in mind what you're comfortable with, what you love to wear, and block everything else out. So now on to some of the newer tips. I know the last couple were a bit repetitive from the last fashion video, but they are important, and especially when transitioning your wardrobe. So just keep that in mind. But the next tip is going to be to add some color to your wardrobe, or if you're not into bright and bold colors, maybe think about adding some lighter neutrals into your spring wardrobe. So I've talked about it before, but I am definitely more of a neutrals kind of girl. I just think that they work so well and they are always elegant and chic. However, I do like incorporating a little bit of color once in a while, and when you think of spring, I think a lot of people think of Easter and pastel colors, so I would recommend incorporating pastels into your wardrobe. So something like light pink or lilac, a light blue, mint green, even a light yellow. I think those colors are so perfect and so spring-like. You really can't go wrong. I personally like to incorporate color in more subtle ways. I do have a pair of light pink ankle pants that I love. I just got them recently and they're so perfect for this time of year. You can also add color with a top and some neutral bottoms. I personally think when I wear color, I like to wear one item that's colorful, or possibly two, but keep the rest of the outfit neutral. But if you're the kind of person who loves bright and bold colors, then I'm not going to tell you what to do. You can go all out and dress how you want to. But again, when it comes to being elegant and classy, it's always easier to go with neutrals and light pastels, but it's that time of year where you can have a bit more fun, and I think that that's okay. It's fun to be a bit more bold, and you know what? After winter with all the cold and dark weather, it's nice to come into the light, literally, and brighten up your wardrobe. So yeah, color is important for this time of year. I think even more so than summer. And again, if you aren't into bright and bold colors, then creams, whites, and beige, and even some browns, maybe lighter shades of brown, are going to be so perfect for you and your style. My next tip is to think about layering with lighter materials. So, like I said, sometimes the weather can change quite drastically in one day. It can start off chilly, end up warm, and then get chilly again. So you want to keep layering in mind. I know at times that can be a bit frustrating because you have to think about more pieces that go with each other. It's not as simple as it could be in summer or winter, but I like a challenge when it comes to fashion, so I'm completely okay with that. So some key layering pieces I think for spring would be, again, a trench coat, cardigans, light jackets, and blazers. Now, I absolutely adore blazers. My collection's growing. I'm obsessed with them, and they're so perfect for all seasons, really. I think in North Carolina, where I live at the moment, I think blazers are probably a little too warm to wear in summertime, but you might still be able to get away with it in early spring. But I'm in the UK right now, so I can get away with wearing blazers for a while longer because it doesn't get as hot here unless there's a heat wave. Let's pray that that doesn't happen this summer. But blazers are an essential for me in my wardrobe most of the year. And what you can do is, again, try and focus on lighter colors. I have a gorgeous pink blazer that I got from Mango, and I'm obsessed with it. It's so perfect. I also have one that I don't know how to describe the print. I don't think it's houndstooth. It's not really gingham either. It's hard to describe, but it's perfect to transition with. So definitely take out the blazers and keep some of the ones that are more spring-like. And again, cardigans are perfect. I love a cardigan. I think that they're really great to just lay over most outfits. I tend to layer them over casual outfits and dressier outfits depending on the color of it. But I think having cardigans in neutral colors works well because in the springtime, let's say you are wearing maybe a pastel pair of bottoms or a colorful top, a neutral cardigan will always go well over that, and you don't have to worry about which cardigan you're going to take. So try and keep cardigans, light jackets, and blazers maybe more neutral, or again in light pastel colors. Next up, you're going to want to think about materials and patterns and prints. So again, this is the time of year where you can have a little bit more fun with these things, and I have this written down here so I don't forget. But some of the materials that you may want to consider wearing at this time of year are linen and cotton, because those are going to keep you cool when it's warm, and they just look so perfect for this time of year. And you can also keep in mind things like lace, crochet detailing, satin, and silk. Those are really great materials to wear because, again, they'll keep you cool. They are classic materials for spring, summer, and there are so many different ways to wear those things, and you can mix and match those as well. I think that mixing and matching can still look quite elegant, although maybe a bit difficult if you're kind of still new to the fashion world and you're still figuring things out. But that can be a great challenge as well. So next, when it comes to prints and patterns, you really can't go wrong with florals. I think florals are never going to go out of style for this time of year. And what I like about it is that you can go a bit more subtle, or you can go all out and go bold with a really crazy fun floral print. I have both those kinds of pieces, and depending on my mood, depending on the occasion, you really can't go wrong. Florals are just so perfect, and I think they can brighten anyone's day like actual flowers do. So if it makes you smile and it works for spring and summer, then you really can't go wrong. And also gingham, I think especially for summer, that always reminds me of going on like a picnic and kind of having like a gingham blanket. I think that's always really nice. I have a gingham dress back home that I bought here in England, and I haven't really gotten the chance to wear it, so I'm really looking forward to it. But gingham is so summery and perfect. And then also stripes. Stripes are perfect for any time of year, but when I think of stripes, especially in the summer, I think of nautical vibes. I don't know, I'm getting nautical vibes from stripes, especially if the stripes are navy and white. Love that look. I think wearing navy and white together is very Ralph Lauren and very chic. So stripes in navy and white, or in like sage green and white, or pink and white, I think that's always very nice, or beige and white as well. So yeah, that always gives me nautical vibes, but again, I would stick to lighter colors. And I think it's important to maybe put away things like tweed and boucle materials, because they just don't work as well. I think you can get away with wearing boucle and tweed right now as long as they're in lighter colors, but if it's a really heavy dark material, you may want to put that in storage for now and come back to it in the fall. My next tip is to wear jeans. So I know that not everyone is a fan of jeans, but to be honest, they are a classic staple, and I think they should be in everyone's wardrobe. Now, there are so many different kinds of jeans that you could wear. I have mentioned this before, but honestly, I think the best kind of jeans that you can go for are high-waisted, straight leg, slim, mid-wash jeans. However, I think, again, in spring and summer, you may want to think about a lighter wash or even white jeans, because that just works better with the seasons. It's not anything too dark. I know that some people like wearing black all year round, and I get it. But actually wearing black all the time in the heat is going to make you hotter, so wearing lighter colors is going to cool you down more. So even though jeans are normally a thicker material, depending on where you live, I think jeans can work very well. So again, keep them a light wash or white, and they go with everything. So truly you can create many different outfits with jeans, and I personally love them. I think it's funny how a lot of people talk about how they can't lounge in jeans, and I kind of agree with that. I think lounging around your house in jeans isn't always the most comfortable, but I think if you're stepping out, jeans work for many occasions as long as they are more on the casual side. My next tip revolves around shoes. So I am a shoe girl. I love shoes, but again, it can be hard to know what to wear at this time of year. So my tip is that if it is still a bit chilly where you are, I would recommend you can still stick with ankle boots, but what I would say is maybe choose ankle boots or any kind of boots that are lighter in color. So I have a lot of black boots because that just works mostly with my winter and fall wardrobe, but for spring and summer, especially spring, early spring, I think a pair of cream or white boots are so perfect. I have a pair that I thrifted from a vintage boutique, and they are beautiful. They're a leather kind of ruched design, and they're so gorgeous. They are perfect for this time of year, and they go with a lot of things. And yeah, so lighter colors are going to be your best friend, and even though boots are more of a fall winter piece, you can very easily transition a piece like cream or white boots with dresses or skirts or jeans again. So there are many ways you can do it, so try not to put away all of your boots just yet. if it is getting quite warm where you are and you are so ready to put those boots away, you wouldn't even think of wearing them where you are, that's okay, and that's exciting, because I'm ready to put the boots away too, trust me. I am ready for sandals and open-toed heels. So that is what I would recommend, is swapping out your boots and maybe replacing them with some slingbacks or some slide-ons, loafers even, and heels in general. I love block heels in the summer. You want your feet to be able to breathe, basically. You don't want sweaty feet. Nobody wants that, trust me. So make sure that you've got some airflow going through your shoes, and that always works with open-toed shoes. Anything like that, really. It'll be perfect for warmer weather, and honestly, they just go well with like flowy dresses and skirts, and so many outfits are popping into my mind right now when it comes to shoes like that, so trust me, I am looking forward to that. But yeah, keep in mind, if it's warm where you are, maybe avoid too many closed-toe shoes. Think about letting them breathe. Think about feeling the sun on your skin and the air flowing. That is really important. My next tip relates to accessories. So I think accessories are really fun, and they really complete an outfit. If you walk out of the house with no jewelry, no sunglasses, no bag or scarf or anything like that, to me, the outfit just feels incomplete. I think that even just wearing a nice pair of earrings can elevate an outfit so much. So try to plan out your outfits. Think about the little details, because in my opinion, the details truly make the outfit. So of course, one accessory that you're going to need at this time of year is sunglasses. So I want to grow my sunglasses collection. I only have a couple, but I love a cat eye. I recommend, because this is an elegant and classy channel, I always recommend cat eye sunglasses. Maybe nothing too dramatic, but a subtle cat eye always works well. And mine are in like a tortoise shell pattern or design, which I really love. I got them from Aerie. They're nothing crazy expensive, but they work really well. They're great for casual things. So I recommend having a good pair of sunglasses. Again, maybe investing in a higher quality pair that is going to last you a long time. And remember to take good care of them. I feel like sunglasses are the thing that people lose a lot, or they break often. So make sure you have a good case for them as well. And next, when it comes to handbags, again, try to think about lighter colors and different materials for your handbags. So if you're always carrying a black bag, think about opting for a pastel color to brighten up an outfit, or think about cream and tan or cream and beige. For me personally, I have a couple bags that come to mind for spring and summer. They are the perfect bags for this time of year, and one of them is cream and beige, and one of them I left back home, but it's a tan bag that is so beautiful with like gold hardware on it. That is just my perfect spring summer bag. So definitely think about lighter colors. And for me personally, I like to match my shoes and bag most of the time. I know that's quite an old like fashion rule that not everyone follows these days, and I don't follow it for every outfit. It depends on the bags I have and the shoes I have, but overall I do like when they match. And for me, a perfect outfit could be like a linen dress or linen shorts with like a white simple bodysuit or tank top, some tan sandals and a tan bag, and like a little silk scarf around my neck or in my hair. That is my perfect spring summer outfit. So try to match things where you can, but also remember to add a little hint of color if you want to. And jewelry wise, I think you can always have a bit more fun with jewelry in spring and summer. I tend to wear high necks a lot in winter and fall, and for me personally, I don't really love wearing necklaces with those kinds of things. And also, when you're wearing a lot of long sleeves and layers, bracelets don't always work in the fall and winter. Typically, earrings are my go-to, but I think in spring and summer, because you have maybe a bit more skin on show, depending on what you like with that, then you can always wear more jewelry. So I personally don't like to overdo it, but I definitely like to layer some necklaces. I have a few gold ones that I love to layer at this time of year. I have a couple bangles that are really nice too. I have a Kate Spade. I have a couple Kate Spade ones, and some dainty jewelry. I think it's important to not go over the top with jewelry, but when you can wear more, maybe add a bit more color where you can, or layering. So these earrings are a perfect example. I just got these. They have some color in them, but they're still very elegant and they'll go with a lot of different things. So again, adding color here and there where you can, even if it's subtle, like these earrings, it's a great way to transition your wardrobe. And I love jewelry. I have a collection that I want to grow, and I just think that jewelry is something that, if you're not a very colorful person when it comes to your outfits, you can definitely do that with some jewelry. So have fun with it. Try not to think too much about it, but also maybe try not to overdo it. I think I always keep in mind that rule, and I don't know if it was Chanel or I'm not sure who said it, but in the fashion world, there's kind of this rule that before you leave the house, you know, take a look at yourself and take off one piece of jewelry, I think, or take off one accessory. And that's just so you don't overdo it and you keep things minimal and elegant. Those are all of the main tips that I wanted to share today, but if I had to say one more, I would just say be prepared for anything. It's a confusing time of year for a lot of people and in a lot of places around the world. So the key takeaways, I think, for this video would be light layers, subtle color, and remember to have fun with it. Fashion shouldn't be too serious. Remember that it's creative. You should be passionate about it. You should have a bit of fun with it. Even if you do prefer neutral colors, there are still so many ways to enjoy the different seasons if you're a neutral girl, like I mostly am. So I hope that you found this video very helpful and inspirational. And if you know anyone who might benefit from it as well, then please share it with them. I'm really grateful for the support I've received on my channel so far. And again, I just have so many ideas for it. So yeah, I really can't wait to share more with you. But that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.